Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. This is me, Sangai. Today, which is most likely the same day that I did the last video, I just wanted to talk about motivational speaking when it comes to yourself. Sometimes you want to speak life into other people, but the biggest work is yourself. And when you find things that are not working with people and outside, sometimes people are a reflection of what you're actually going through inside, or people are just being people. What I've also realized that I attract what I put my mind to. So if I am putting my mind on disappointment, lack, or frustration, and so forth, I realize most things of that nature are magneted to me. Yet those are the things I am trying to avoid. So motivational speaking, I'm not going to share about motivational speaking to you guys. I'm not going to try to motivate you. I'm going to motivate myself whilst you watch. There were so many things that I need to work on. So I'm going to let you know my motivational methods. I stay focused on me, and I focus on the things that I can do, I am able to do, that I am effectively doing at this time in terms of career and job as prospects. I guess I'm good at what I do right now, excuse me, and I focus on those. So I'm intentional about the time I spend there, how much time, and I ensure that when someone comes in contact with me, they're also having an experience that I experienced. I'm in a profession of problem solving, although in problem solving there's other problems that you can't solve. And decision making. So in that, someone else took their job seriously to me. This is my experience. Someone else took time and was intentional and was not letting up, pushed in my best interest concerning for me to be here today. And I've heard so many stories, even from some close family members, who tell me that they were told their diagnosis years before, and only a year and a bit later they will start receiving, during which there is an increase in whatever ailment you are in. But it took someone who was intentional, who was not letting up, who was pushing. And from when I was informed to when the days on my treatment, it was not even a month. Even in the first month, I missed the appointment on purpose because I was making a decision. And then the next one followed. I decided in that moment, the same intention that they had with me, I'll be intentional. I'm not going to do above and beyond what I can do. In the role that I'm in, I'm going to do the role that I'm in intentionally and effectively to the best of my ability, and make an informed choice about the person, and whilst informing them in what is in their best interest within the guidance of my profession. So I try to leave a conversation, whether it's with the person reassured that we are here to ensure that their needs are met to the best of our ability. If there's something I cannot do, or we cannot do as a company, I am not going to tell you otherwise, but I will even inform them, okay, this might take a minute because I'm unpacking what has been done and what needs to be done and what I can, but it looks like there is nothing here for me to do. And I will, or in some situations, it's okay, this is what I can't help you about what's happened before, but there is something I can do for you today. And this is what I can do for you today. but you might have to lose out on this for me to be able to effectively make a decision, make a whole decision for you today, if that's okay. But I will need you to formally inform me, because obviously I have to get permission to do things. I can't I can't just do things that the person or the person of interest is seeking, and so forth. In saying that, this is why even now everything I'm doing is light. That's why it's fun for me, and that's why I'm very relaxed about it. And because I'm actually enjoying what I'm doing. It might not be in theaters, surgery, and all so forth. It might not be that. But where I am happy and I'm fulfilled for the first time. But of course, I miss what I do. And I think when I get back to doing that, I'm actually going to be the best, because I'm learning to be a team player, because I'm also part of a team. I'm also learning to actually seek information without having to search for the information myself, seeking for those who've been doing this role for years, and seeking how they've gone about it, how they've made a decision, what they formulated to do that. Because, excuse me, do you see what I mean? I don't burp. You meet me, I don't burp like this, but it's just burp, burp, burp. Anyway, I'm saying is that intention about things. I'm intentional with my time, because I'm spending most of my time doing this. So I'll be intentional. I'm going to be intentional with my family, which I've always done, but even more so, that it's not wasted time. It's actually being present in those moments. And I've realized since I've been intentionally being intentional, even people I've come in contact with that I need help from, or that I need to get me to the next stage, or need to get me here. Guess what? They have been doing what I've been pouring on people, on pouring into situation, pouring on cases. It's been coming back to me like a magnet. And I've decided to be positive. I've had people cancel, because I think I was supposed to have my friends from England to come down to see me, and randomly cancel. And in that moment, I was okay. I didn't at any time feel away or felt grudge. No, I was actually okay and grateful, because the pressure, because if you're coming to see me, if you've ever come to see me, or if any of people who know me have come to see me, I'm intentional. That means we'll have an itinerary planned. But then when when that doesn't happen, that means I only have my own best interest. I'm the simplest human being in relation to myself to work with. So I said, say, you know what, it is what it is. And some of them were health issues, some of them were family issues, or family reasons that they couldn't come. Regardless, I'm okay with it. And because that means I get to spend more time with myself. But during which my brother decides to come see me, which was even awesome. But I didn't get to do the things I really wanted to do, because I guess it wasn't that I was going through something, but I had to prioritize certain things. So even in the experience was a bit downtrodden. So my plan is in the future, in this near future, I intend to be intentional, to actually have a to-do list, a goal planner that I am. I actually need to sit down, draw up a plan. Okay, we're going to do this, we're going to do this, we're going to do this, and this. My niece seemed to have had a good time, but I think we could have had a more child-focused experience with Scotland, which I think we will do next time, with some glamping or camping kind of thing experience. So fingers crossed, I'll be more intentional. Okay, so what can I say? This is going to be one of the shortest videos. What motivation I need is just to remind myself who I am, how I can create positive experiences for others and for myself. And it's how I approach things, how I feel. And if I choose to feel grateful for waking up every morning, for letting me see one more dawning, and then you just have to say thank you. And when you look at life and just say thank you, and it's not promised. You could be the healthiest person on the planet, but when death comes knocking, it just arrives. It doesn't say, okay, excuse me, is it the right perfect time for me? No, it will just show up and whoof, and that's out. And when I was talking to my brother and I was reflecting on, because I'm from Luton, on my childhood and being bullied and fights and so forth, I remember an occasion when I was in college, because I don't fight in college. I wouldn't fight in college then. I'm too old to be. Anyway, you're never too old for education, by the way. You can start again at any time, so feel free to start again. But at this time, I was 16, 17, and I was planning to go to Birmingham University. So I needed certain grades for me to do that. So I was at a Dunstable college in Dunstable. And I chose that in particular because I didn't want to go to Luton sixth form, because a lot of my classmates were going there, and already there was a habit of to think the young version of me was very intelligent. There was a cliquey mentality, and I don't like that. We are not cliques. I don't do cliques. We can be friends, and it's based on respect, not entitlement. And that's just been me all my life. So letting everybody know, this is a public announcement. I, Sangai Sharifa, does not do cliques. We can core habits in the same environment. We can share the same values, but I don't do cliques. I believe in respect, and I believe in allowing someone to be an individual. I don't do cliques. Saying that, the young me knew that I couldn't go to Bedfordshire College, and I could, no, not Bedfordshire, Banfield. I couldn't go to Banfield College, but I had to go the furthest, which was Dunstable College. And why Dunstable College was because not many of my classmates were going there. And this allowed me to actually figure out what I am and who I am. It turns out I'm vibes anyway, wherever I go. I still am. Yeah, if you went to college. And in that mindset, I had beautiful experiences. I had experiences with people that I didn't. But this means I grew apart from people I went to high school with. And I think that's healthy. I think in life, when you leave a stage in life, you don't have to be enemies, but you can grow. You can grow and become individual. Because I think at one point, me and some of my close friends, which I was not always close with, because they would either focus on boys or focus on certain things. But I had noticed that my interests were never the picture of that. Because I would, just like now, I still do. I get along with everyone in different aspects of life, you know. I'm not I'm not in a box. I get along with anybody. If you meet me and you're genuine, we will get on like a house on fire. I'll meet you where you are, because I've had a lot of life experiences that are different and diverse, even different sounds of music. Yes, I've got preferences, but I listen to majority of music. After all, I have to have some liking or awareness of the different genres because of my choice in businesses. Anyway, in that moment, in this moment, I want you to know that if the environment does not serve you as an individual, as a person, and is forcing you to become a follower, it's not your space. You can share the same experience, but you don't have to be the same, because there's no one who's ever going to look like you. There's no one who's ever going to be me. So if you be like someone else, when are you going to be yourself? So that, I valued that a lot, and I didn't want to. And during that time, no one can say that, oh yeah, she was dating this guy in college and this guy in school. I wasn't interested in boys. I wasn't interested in boys like that. I would have a boyfriend, but I still do. So I've figured out what I like. I like a man that's intelligent, but that can hold a conversation, respectful, handsome, because I find respect and handsome is an attraction, but a conversationalist, but not too conversational because I'm very chatty, because I don't want us to clash. I want a man who's secure in himself. And then that means, because I'm secure in myself, that being me, being myself is not at any time going to make you feel overshadowed or overwhelmed. It shouldn't bother you what I do with myself, because it's my journey, it's myself. But you should appreciate me for being that. To be honest, I dated a guy who was exactly that. But somehow something happened. There was a shift, and he kind of threw the whole situation in the bin based on his behavior. And my boundary said, it's not gonna run. Yeah. So in every space that I come into, even now in a workspace, in a community environment, I like everyone I work with, because we share the same goal, we share the same attainment. We come at it differently, but we share the same core goal. And in that, meaning that they will never be they can never be offended by you saying, oh, can you help me have a look at this? Because we're all getting paid to have a look at it. And then we're all getting paid to problem solve. We're all getting paid. So if I am able to do my job with your help effectively, we're helping each other, so that none of us, no one has to do my job all over again. So all to say, yeah. Anyway, I would like to thank you for watching. Be your own counselor. Be your own motivational speaker. Attract what you want to be. Practice who you want to be. Show up in the world. If it's health, if it's wealth, if it's anything, start showing up mentally as that. If it's health, start seeing yourself healthy. Start doing healthy things. If it's a healthy relationship you're seeking, start creating healthy relationships with your friends. Your friends are there for practice purposes, and your family, because they can't, to be honest, you can't get rid of them. You can't. We kind of stuck together, unfortunately. So you can practice on them. Start forming healthy relationships. It's not going to be a smooth sailing. You're going to fall and buckle, but you be honest with yourself, because even the person that buckles and falls, you don't then look at yourself and ridicule yourself. Reflect on why that's happened. Observe what the build-up was that got you to there. Respect that side of your decision to do that. However, going forward, you need an alternate way of dealing with it. That's not that, if that didn't work for you effectively. But never at any time should you apologize for being yourself. Be yourself, honestly and truly. Like yourself. Enjoy this life. Respect yourself. And keep going. And when you wake up every morning, just be grateful. Take time to just thank the universe, thank the Almighty for actually being here, for Him not granting you another day to make more mistakes, because that you will. But whilst you're doing those, you're also doing something right because you're showing up. And no matter what, the days that are given to you are known, but how you show up to them, that's all up to you. Even on a crappy day, you show up as your best. Even acknowledge that, okay, I'm battling with this, but guess what? This is going to be better. I'm battling with this, but this is going to be better. I'm battling with this, and this is going to be better. There's always a place for you in someone. We might think it's the end. It's not. Because there's something that only you can do, that we need you to do. And no matter how I'm good at other things, but there is a place for you. Remind yourself honestly and consistently that even in family, even if you're the black sheep, you have to be, because somehow that's your role and you're good at it. But guess what? The black sheeps always stand up for people. They're not a villain. They're a villain in other people's stories, but they're not really a villain because they're just outspoken. So my point is, don't be a villain in your own story. Be a villain in other people's story, and that's okay. They'll get over it. And if they cut you off, you respectfully accept. Accept being cut off. And because it's their right. It's their right to cut you off. So thank you for watching. This is your world. This is your canvas. Paint it as you wish. I'm figuring it out. Just because you started with this image doesn't mean at the end of the picture it's going to be what you want it to be. It could even be better. It could be better than what you envisioned it to be. So don't lose heart. Keep going. Keep showing up. Be the best version of yourself. Be respectful so respect can come back into your space. And form boundaries. When your respect is not being given, form boundaries. It's not being rude. It is actually your right to form boundaries with people who are not serving you anymore. Thank you for watching. I think this is the third time I'm saying that. Honestly, it's been a pleasure. Bye.